Hello, my name is Denise Green, and I'm glad to see you here today at the homeless shelter. I'm wondering what I can do for you.
My name is...
But I've been homeless for a while now.
I've been homeless for a while now. I haven't been working, and I don't have a place to live. I've been searching for a job, and I haven't been able to find anything. I'm not sure what to do.
Okay. What's the first priority for me to help you?
Well, I really need a place to live first. Somewhere I can go to eat, somewhere where I can go when it's cold, somewhere to sleep.
Okay. In the past, where have you stayed?
I've lived under a bridge before. That's usually where I stay. Under this South Congress Bridge, usually.
So you feel safe under a bridge and maybe not so safe in a housed shelter.
I tend to feel safe when I can see everything that's going on. So people won't take my things. That's why I feel safer under a bridge. I can sit underneath and I can see everything that's going on. I can watch. I can leave quickly if I need to get away from something.
That's a very common thing that people say who don't have a house, so it's not unusual at all. So do you have a bridge to sleep under now?
Yes. About 3 miles away.
All right, so you feel safe there.
Yeah, I feel pretty safe.
Okay, so for now, the sleeping place is taken care of. Not forever, but just for now, immediately.
Yes, at this time.
Okay.
Correct.
The next thing you mentioned was food.
I go to church at a church, and they give free meals there. Maybe 5 in the afternoon. They give food stamps there, and so I get a chance to eat.
Okay, but today, before you leave, I'm going to give you a bag of groceries to take with you. Do you have a can opener?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to give you a bag of groceries to take. And what about clothing? It's going to be cool tonight.
one jacket, and then one pair of pants, and two shirts, these polos. One's nicer than the other. And one, the nicer one I usually wear to church or, just the nice place. How I look today.
Okay, so the other thing before you leave today is we have a closet, and you can go in there and look and see what you would like to take with you. Okay.
That'd be good.
Okay. Are you supposed to be taking medication?
I need
Is that the sign for medication? You're supposed to be taking medicine? No medicine? Are you sick?
No medicine. No, not that no, don't think so.
Okay. And after we get you settled with your food and your clothes, it does seem that you want more from me besides that, like maybe permanent housing. What about that?
Yes, a place to stay would be very nice. I'm all alone and and I can't mingle with people, so I'm isolated most of the time. Out on the street, if people try and confront me, they get really angry and I can't understand. So being in a permanent home might be best. Good for me.
Well, do you want to live in a deaf community? Is that where I should be looking?
Yes, that would be so much easier for me with communication. Ever since I've been on the streets, hearing people don't understand me, and I try to sign, but people just look at me, and think I'm stupid. So the deaf community would help a lot with communication problems.
I know, it must be very difficult for you. Okay, so in order for me to make an application for you to live in a community, there's some things that I'll need to know, and they're going to seem very personal, but they will be on an application.
Okay, I'm okay with that.
Okay, well, let's first start. Do you have a criminal record?
One time I was smoking weed at a football game.
Okay. Do you receive a monthly income?
Not monthly, no. I just collect money when I can. It's not a very small amount, though.
Have you ever applied for any form to receive Social Security, disability, or Medicaid or Medicare?
No.
Well, that was my next question. I was going to ask you if you had a form of ID.
So, yeah, no, I don't have ID. It was stolen from me before, when I was living under a bridge before, and it's just gone now.
Do you happen to remember any of the numbers, like your Social Security number?
I think 05355 69.
Okay, how about a date of birth? Okay. What I'm going to do is take your name, your date of birth, and this portion of your social security number and see if I can get some information so we can apply for an ID. Yes, you can.
Okay, that's very
Now, the Lions Club will actually pay for that. There's a filing fee and some process, but the Lions Club here will pay for that. What I need from you is to sign this consent form that I filled out that says that I can go ahead and try to do that for you. So if you read it, if you have any questions, and sign that, and I can file for information.
okay.
Yes, an ID, a state ID, not a driver's license, but a state ID.
And this will get me an ID? So what do I do after I sign this and read it? I'm not quite sure what happens next.
Okay. Then I'll be more than happy to explain it to you. I sure can. Okay? The first line here is your name. See? Quentin Green. Do you have a middle initial? What was your first name then?
Quentin is my first name.
And your middle name? Sorry.
Green.
Oh, Quentin Quinn Green. Okay? All right. The next line shows your date of birth. And then the third line here showed the social security number, the piece of it that you gave me, minus the last two. Okay?
Okay.
And it says here, I give the Salvation Army Homeless Shelter permission to apply for a state identification card for me.
Okay. Where do I sign?
Right here at the X. Yes, right there. Okay. Can you sign anything else besides an X? Can you make a Q? That's very good. Now, I am going to sign my name right here. And the date. Do you know what today's date is, Quentin? Okay. It's the 8th of August, 2011. Okay?
Wow, time flies.
June.
I thought it was June.
Where were you in June?
I was in Texas at that
Do you
time.
have lapses in your memory where it's hard to piece things together?
can focus on times, like when I'm trying to look for a place to stay, a safe place to stay, and when I'm looking for food, I can focus and to find some cigarettes. And then I just travel around with some friends, and we all just travel around, not really keeping track of time.
I'm sure it is difficult. Okay, what I want to do now, because it's almost time for us to end, is to go back over the things that I said we were going to do and make a plan for our next meeting. Okay.
That's fine.
First, we're going to get the state ID for you. You have to come back here to pick it up. It usually takes about 2 weeks. Okay. Next, before you leave today, I'm going to give you a bag of groceries. Now, you're sure you have a can opener to open with. Okay.
Yeah, I have one that goes around.
Okay. All right. Do you need bottled water with that?
No, I usually have enough available for me. And sometimes I sneak into people's houses and use their garden hose and take a sip and leave before they notice, so.
Okay. Then I'm also going to make sure that you have some clothes.
Yes, please.
Okay. I'd like to know when you would like to come back here because I want to continue to work with you.
I can come back once a month, and hope that I can find a place to stay and work and all that. I can come back once a month.
Right. Well, one of the things I want to do when you come back is to talk about that permanent housing for you.
Oh, I hope so. Man, I hope
I
so,
can
'cause
give
I'd
you
love to
one
have
bag of
all the time.
food every 5 days. Okay? All right.
So I will come back in 5 days then. So get
I have one more question for you. Is there anyone that you would like to contact while you're here so that I can get word out to them that you're okay?
Probably my grandmother. Before, she was always, pressuring me to do bigger and better things.
Okay. Do you have her name and where she lives?
She lives in Florida, and her name is Milla. Her name is Milla.
Last name, same as yours?
And her last name is Green.
Anything closer than Florida? You know, Florida's a big state.
Oh, I guess the last time that I heard about a relative living close. Ooh, I'm not even sure.
Okay. Address or phone number? Do you have any of those? Okay.
No, I don't. I don't have any of that.
I'll try. In order to find her, I'll have to call a sheriff's department in that area to see if they can locate her.
I have a picture of my grandmother. It's in my things under the bridge.
Okay.
Maybe I can bring it and show you. Would that help?
Okay. What would you like me to tell her if I can find her?
Tell her that her grandson died in a car accident. And because of that, he couldn't contact her to let her know what happened.
This is some really serious news I'm going to tell her. Is this her daughter, your mother, her daughter?
It's a really long story. It's a lot of drama and a lot of arguing, a lot of family problems. That's why there hasn't really been any contact.
Okay.
But it needs to happen.
Okay. Well, I will try to get a hold of your grandmother, and the next time I see you, I'll let you know that. Okay? Before we leave, is there anything else? Actually, I'd rather give you food than money.
Do you think you could give me money instead of food?
Okay, let's go get your food.